Hey ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be performing a self-applied ceramic coat vehicle, which is a 2010 Mercedes GL 550. Paint is not terrible, but you know, we're gonna make sure we clear it up, correct it, wash the car really well, and then apply Armor Shield ceramic coating, which should last about 2 years. So we're gonna do a step by step. The first step is gonna be to wash the vehicle thoroughly, and make sure we get all the dirt, grime, and everything off. So this is a very important step. So let's get to it. Simple wash and wax solution. Just kind of concentrated, so you don't need a lot, but I'll put a lot. So then that should get you right. And then I got my rags over here. So a lot of people recommend using a two-step wash system, but you know, I'm not working on anything really fancy. Just kind of want to get some practice with ceramic coating. Another great tip was to use an iron remover to remove all contaminants from the car, but I haven't got that in the mail, so we're gonna skip that step. Next videos I will go ahead and post some videos doing that with the iron remover, which actually helps clear up a lot. So we're gonna be hoping for the best. Step is gonna be to wash down the whole entire car, and for that I use the Armor All Ultra Shine car wash. So we're gonna get to that right now. And as a step, you want to make sure you cover pretty much all the areas of the car, just to kind of get any loose dirt. I want to take it to the car wash, but you know, I like to take my time with it, so this is a better step. I recommend working with panels, you know, just because you can you know, get stuff drier quicker, and you know, you have to leave the soap on here for too long. So I'm gonna start with the hood, fenders, and the bumper. So we'll get to that right around of the vehicle. I'm gonna get a walk around of the vehicle. So that's pretty good clear coat. Original Mercedes paint is always pretty good. Super hard to tell if it has any swirls on this, so that's why I'm not too worried about the paint correction, which I will still do a polish just to kind of get the colors vibrant, but not really gonna spend a lot of time there. In other cars, darker cars, different color cars, I will, but essentially, you know, this ceramic coat is going to be a permanent coat, so you want to make sure that you get this paint as good as you want it. Essentially, it's as good as you want it. So looks pretty good for right now. We're just washing it down right now, so we'll keep updating. Actually doing it by panels is I'm scrubbing, washing, and then I'm actually hosing off the panels. That way the soap won't stay on there too long. It's already looking way better just washing it right. So we're gonna get to that. Keep doing that all around the car, and just kind of scrub any spots you see, because anything you seal with that ceramic coat is going to stay under the car. So just the car's still drying. It's drying. We're going to speed that up a little bit. Luckily it's windy, it's not too hot, so got some time to dry it. Then we're moving on to the next big step, which is claying the whole entire car. Now, in order to clay the car, you're gonna need two products. You need clay, which I ordered this on eBay, 3 packs for like $7, and then your favorite detailer. So, you know, just something to kind of keep it moving. You can use Chemical Guys Quick Detailer, pretty much any good detailer will keep this clay moving. So when you unwrap it, basically all you do is spray the area or spray the clay and just kind of run it. And then after a couple panels, smash it up again, switch the sides, and just keep doing it. So let's get to that and see how we get. And now we're actually cleaning the car. Essentially, you want to go and make sure you're lubricated and go all along the car. You can see how much stuff is already coming off, how dirty it is already. So the paint might look clean, but it's really hardly ever. Okay guys, once you have the clay bar and you apply the solution, it's very important to keep it really saturated, because if not, you're gonna run into it's gonna stick and it's gonna make like a little, it's gonna leave like a little clay mark. So make sure you keep that thing well lubricated while you're hitting it. I mean, this is incredible. I watched the car. Look how this looks already. So, and I got some of that quick detailer stuff on there. So that's that. So we got the whole car all around. I mean, the amount of stuff that came on here is freaking amazing. I love this thing. Crazy how like you wash a car and you realize how dirty it is until you do one of these. So, okay, on to the next step, which is going to be the polishing. So we're going to dry it, clean this off, all dry it off, and then we're going to hit an ultimate compound with a polisher with a medium orange pad. So this should get it really nice and bright and ready for a ceramic coat. You see all the white residue from where the clay has, so that usually is a good sign. We got something came clean, right? So we're just going to spray this bad boy off. Yeah, look at all that clay. Over the mirrors as well. Okay, y'all. It's compound time. So let's go ahead and let this bad boy air dry a little bit, and then I'll finish it off. And then we're going through the chemical, guys. 6-inch. What do you call it? A bonnet or something, maybe. Anyways, this goes on here. We got 3 pads. I don't need 3, but you never know. So that's that. And then I did buy a 3-in-1 compound, but it didn't come in the mail, so I think it got lost or I got scammed through this weird shipping company I've never heard of. So we're gonna use this bad boy today and just kind of do a review on that. We're gonna go ahead, dry off the whole entire car and just kind of see what we got going on. So it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. If you got air dry some of the water off, so just make sure you just check to make sure you didn't miss any spots. But regardless, we're gonna polish, so that's a whole nother step. All right, talk to you. Spots where it's not lubricated enough, the clay will actually stick and leave some marks, but it comes right off, and I'm sure with the polish real well too. But that's what I'm saying, you gotta make sure that you're really, yeah, look at all these spots. So you gotta make sure that you're actually really lubricated. And this is actually the side I was hitting the sun, so my detailing spray didn't get in here too good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the before, actually 3 more steps left. But this step, we're gonna use the polisher with an orange pad to get the paint really well. And then you wanna make sure that when you do put the pad on there, you give it a couple of spray detailing sprays, so it gets a little bit of lubrication. And then you wanna go ahead and prep the pad by putting 4 dots on each corner. And then dabbing it on, which I will show you how it's gotta do. All right, y'all, just with the basic wash and clay, and this paint looks freaking vibrant right now. Better than I've ever seen it. It's not perfect right now because it still has some of the clay marks, like you can see kind of glazy parts. But overall, I mean, just that, wow. I mean, the polish and the ceramic coat, this thing is about to look like a piece of glass. So excited, looking forward to it. And the back actually looks freaking even better. Holy shit. Tell me what you guys think. So after you put the dots on there, put 4 dots, it's kind of gonna smear a little bit off on the paint on the side you're gonna be working on. I recommend working like half sections, like half the hood, and that way you get everything nice and neat, and it looks great. So a little bit of this stuff can go a long way, so don't put too much on because it will spray everywhere. So that's a good little tip, and then we're gonna get to it. All right, now the car is fully coated in the fully polished. I still see residues of the polish where it's been hit. And now, in order to get rid of all that, we're gonna give a isopropyl alcohol wash to the car, just to wipe down to get all the oils off. So what you wanna do is you wanna mix 1 part of this to 4 parts of water, or 3 parts. So to make it total of 4 parts. And then, yep, wipe down and clean it off, and then you're almost ready for the last step. Making our way around the car. It's no light work, but you want to go ahead and get some patterns. It's pretty hard to mess this stuff up, and actually leaves everything super slick, which I love. So, getting on that right now. Finishing up some panels. Should take about an hour. Once you get behind, you should have a streakless finish. You can just use the back side to kind of shine that up. And wow, look at that. Any swirls? Minimal. I mean, I just barely spent any time on it, so it's looking awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, after the alcohol wash, your car should be looking ready to do the ceramic coat for. Should be prepped, fully ready to go. I mean, you can tell I got a couple spots that, you know, this is just paint chips, but overall, I mean, look at the freaking paint on this thing. You couldn't even believe that it's a 10-year-old Mercedes, right? So look at that. Jeez, man, look at that chrome. Just hit everything. I just always double check all your spots. Walk around a couple times. I mean, everything we just did was basically built up for the ceramic coat moment that we're about to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the most important step. We have the nano coating right here, ready to go. It comes with, you know, a little thank you note from these guys. So take this bad boy out. Doesn't look like much, but trust me, that thing packs a punch. All right, now we got some foam in here. And we got the applicator pad. This is not where you used to apply it. Well, it's just the holder. This is to clean off the residue from the ceramic coat. And then your gloves. Actually, no, sorry. Yeah, your gloves and your application towels. So this is what you're gonna use to apply the product on. A few drops with this block, and get to wiping after a minute or so. So I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna do that. Ladies and gentlemen, essentially you're gonna have your block with your suede application pad. You're gonna drop a whole entire line of coating, and the way you're gonna apply, you're actually gonna go in a path right here like this. What do they call, like a, I don't know, all those tech guys call it something, some cross path maybe, and then you're gonna go up. Generally work in areas about half the size of this hood, and then you're gonna leave on for about a minute to 5 minutes. So I mean, that's a pretty broad range. I would just say about 3 minutes, and then wipe it off, and you should have no problem getting it off, wiping it off with the supplied rag. So we're gonna try that, and I'll update you guys in a second. Okay, I'll show you guys a demonstration how I'm applying it. I'm gonna start at the top. Just kind of, this car's got really weird grooves because of bends, so just kind of work in sections, you know, divided up by the grooves. Just want to get it all in there, pretty much. Smother it, and come up here on this, turn it sideways, just kind of rub it in. Okay, yeah, this doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but you try your best to uniform it. Especially hard to reach areas where you might get lazy, so I'm talking quietly like this is a special moment. So right now I got the whole hood. Ooh, almost broke the bottle. I got the whole hood coated. Looks significantly better. So now I'm gonna wait for this to dry. I'm gonna wipe it off, see how hard that is. Okay, it has been about 5 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and wipe this off right now. Let's see what we get. Start the last area we worked. Oh yeah, wipes off so nice. Yeah, make sure not to wipe too hard so you don't get rid of all the product, but you know, get the residue off, right? Wow, holy crap. Y'all seeing this right now? This thing isn't even cured. Look how it's looking on the hood. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the truck is all finished. We applied the product, left it on as directed, just wiped it off. After 2 minutes, it was super easy to wipe off. What a wonderful product. The it's called Avalon King. Paint feels like glass, like you could just glide over it. So I kind of like that. A couple spots where I could have wiped a little better, a little residue. But overall, what a phenomenal product. I mean, this truck looks like a completely different truck. I even coated the wheels. So we're gonna see how those react. But man, it's awfully nice to have the beast back on the road. Looking this good. Now let me know what y'all think. Remember, Avalon King was the product. Application took about 5 hours. But definitely worth it. Alright, you seen this? Look at this. No paint sticks on it. I mean, no water sticks in the paint.